Imagine waking up every morning to views like this or like this. We are in one of the newest, hottest boutique luxury communities where you can build your dream home on half-acre treed lots. And also in this community, there's so many great walking paths and trails. There's a pond with a fishing pier. There's so much to enjoy in the beautiful community of Greenway Park in Keller, Texas. Are you ready? There are two builders who can create you your dream home here in Greenway Park, but because there are no homes to show you right now, we're going to take a little trip. We're going to drive over to Southlake, Texas and Colleyville, Texas and tour two homes that are representative of what you can have here in this community. But we're going to have a little fun before we go. We're going to hop in the car and drive around so you can get a better perspective of what it would be like to live your life in Greenway Park. Strap on your seatbelt. Let's get ready to ride. One of the things that you will notice and appreciate right away in this community is the preservation of mature trees. And in Texas, we love our trees. Trees is God's way of giving us shade, and we are very grateful. Now, the other things that you will appreciate about this particular community is the walking paths and trails. And then you also have a pond with a fishing pier. So you can choose your lot with those views or with, well, all of the views will be pretty nice in this boutique community. Oh, and stick with me to the end, and I'm going to show you on a map what makes this location so special. Now for the fun part. Choosing your builder. You can choose one of these two builders to build you your dream home, either M the Builders or Providential Custom Homes. And they are custom homes. So if you can think it, they can build it within reason. You do have minimum square feet to live in this community, and that minimum is 3,500 square feet. Now we're going to take a drive to Southlake, Texas, and to Colleyville, Texas, so you can see a representation of what these builders can create for you in Greenway Park. Prepare to bask in the elegance of Providential Custom Homes. If you're looking for something beautiful and unique, well, I think I found it. Take a look at this office space, and beyond that door is a smaller office where you can store your private business details. Just close the door and keep everything concealed. Your priority is my priority. And in that, I want to focus on the rooms and the spaces that are most important to you. And we're going to begin with the kitchen. It's so elegantly designed, beautifully appointed, and I really want to know what you think about the space behind the kitchen. Let me know what you think. Now, let's be honest. The most important room in the entire home is your primary suite. And this one is so beautiful. I'm just gonna let you soak it all in. I cannot wait to hear from you. Comment and let me know what you think about this closet. I mean, this looks like a department store. I mean, it's virtually impossible to run out of space in this closet. And there is shelving in your closet that disguises the heavy metal door that leads you to your safe room. In addition to your main living space, Most people like a second area where people can go and be entertained. Let's take a look. This should go without saying, but there is a pretty substantial lock on your wine room door, which is great if you have children. And down the hallway, you have two spacious ensuite. Upstairs is a nice sized loft that overlooks downstairs and a private ensuite. And as you would expect, a beautiful, large covered patio with multiple seating areas for great conversation as you're outdoors enjoying family, friends, and a great Texas cookout. I'm certain you were dazzled and impressed, filled with ideas and designs for your dream home. Now, you see what you can build in Greenway Park with Providential Custom Homes. Here is a representation of a custom home for your custom lifestyle by M. The Builders. One of the first things you'll notice is how the natural light cascades throughout this home. And if you work from home, as many people do, what better place than this beautiful, relaxing office space? During this tour, I'm going to focus on the areas that mean the most to you. Let's begin with this beautifully appointed kitchen. If you like to entertain and host parties, and why wouldn't you in this beautiful home, look at this prep space. There's an area for second refrigerator, elegantly appointed countertops, beautiful cabinetry. There's so much storage here, and there is a walk-in pantry. Now to maybe the most important room of the entire home, your hideaway, your place of escape. Close the door and just relax and reset in your beautiful primary suite. And your spa-like bath. Take a look at this one. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you think of this home, the different features and spaces. What do you think about this private wing that makes a great in-law plan, wonderful space for guests, and it has its own entry into the home? Upstairs, you'll find a nice loft, two spacious en-suites with impressive bathrooms and incredible walk-in closets. And as you would expect, large covered patio with several seating areas and a yard spacious enough for your custom swimming pool. This home is a representation of what the Builders can create for you in Greenway Park. And remember, it's a custom home, which means if you can think it, they can probably build it. Now, let's get down to the business of building your dream home. You just saw two custom builders who can curate you a beautiful home, a custom home for your custom lifestyle. And over in Greenway Park, right now is one of the best times to pick your plot, pick your lot, because they are pre-selling. But here's some more important things that you need to know about Greenway Park. Don't forget, as I mentioned at the very beginning, the minimum square footage in that community is 3,500. And the minimum price, as I'm told, for your lot and for your dream home, you're looking at probably a minimum of $2 million. And of course, the more, taste or style you may have, or the more unique you want it to be, that price will go up from there. Now let's address the elephant in the room. And this is a question I hear quite often anytime we're discussing new construction. And that is, hey, Tracy, if I am building from ground up, if I'm building a home, do I really need a realtor? So I want you to think of it this way. When you meet with the builder's representative, that representative works for the builder. So their fiduciary duty is to do what's in the best interest of that builder. Don't you deserve the same representation? There's so much more that goes into planning your dream home, well beyond the design of how you want your primary suite, or if you want a prep kitchen. I mean, that's all fun, but there's a lot more that goes on from the conception to the completion. And I want to help you get there. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I said, hey, stick with me and I'm going to show you what's so special about the location of Greenway Park. Now, we're not going to do a geography test. This won't be a quiz. I'm just going to point out the highlights. And you'll notice that there are a lot of pretty special places that I may not cover in this section. We'll just have to deal with that later. But first, let's take a look at a map and the location of Greenway Park. Well, I first want to highlight the proximity to your home in Greenway Park to Highway 377. And don't worry, it's close. It's right off of 377, but the developers have created such a buffer between you and Highway 377, a beautiful entryway. You have those mature trees that not only serve to buffer you from 377, but it also buffers you from the surrounding area and the other communities. It's a pretty special location. I can't wait to show you this place. So off on 377, if you just travel a little bit from your home, you will eventually run into Loop 820. And Loop 820 wraps around the city of Fort Worth. You will use the Loop 820 to get over to some of our neighboring communities and cities. And going north on 377, you'll eventually hit 114, which carries you over to Southlake, Grapevine, and what many people like to know when they move and relocate. Hey, Tracy, where is Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in relationship to my home? So right here is the DFW Airport. So you're not very far, just minutes away from there. Now, the other very important highway is I35 West. And this will connect you almost anywhere, any place you need to be, want to be, or feel like you have to go explore. I mean, this is major I35 West. And look how close it is to 377. Okay, close is all relative. It's not that close. We're talking probably about a 10-minute drive. but relatively close. So those are the major connectors that you have easy access to because you live so close to Highway 377. Okay, so here are the fun things that you're going to explore really close to where you are. And we can start with, because you are in the city of Keller, Old Town Keller. So, Old Town Keller is where you're going to be able to eat and dine outside, enjoy some music. Old Town Keller is right off of Highway 377. Right off of 377 is Keller Parkway. And Keller Parkway is going to offer you a lot of fun. I mean, you're just minutes from there. It is still the city of Keller. So you will be able to go to enjoy Bear Creek Park, Keller Point, Keller Town Center, and a number of places to go shop and eat. Now, another important place that you're going to go to, another community, city, suburb, will be Southlake. And Southlake is right next to the city of Keller. And Southlake is where you'll enjoy some more upscale dining and upscale shopping. But let's face it, you're in a Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. You can find upscale whatever you want, and it's just a short drive to get there. Now, some of the fun things and places that you should really go and explore. One is the city of Roanoke. And Roanoke is known as the food capital of Texas. And of course, you're going to hop over at some point to the city of Grapevine. And Grapevine is the Christmas capital of Texas. And there's so many other great places for you to enjoy. Here in Keller, you can always gas up the car, head over to the city of Fort Worth, where there are a plethora of activities there. Or you could take a little bit farther drive to the city of Dallas, where you can also enjoy so much to do there. How's that for great location? Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people like you sell and buy homes in and around a Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And what I do is give you bird's eye view. I mean, you get to gain the VIP access of how people live their lives in and around our different cities, communities, and suburbs. And if you like that VIP access, you're going to want to subscribe below, press the bell, and be notified anytime anything goes down around town. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you are thinking about relocating to our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, comment below, grab a one-on-one consultation link so we can do a Zoom call and better realize which part of our DFW is the best place for you to create your new memories and call home.